The following is an exclusive presentation of Jesup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
And good morning. You're listening to the world famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO FM in Jesup, 105.5 in your FM dial, Big Dog Country. Butch Hubbard here with you along with Bob Morgan on this Friday morning, the third day of May. And the show has been brought to you by Murphy Bullet Supply in downtown Jesup, along with the Women's Health Center in downtown Jesup, Wolf Animal Hospital on West Cherry Street, and by Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
Yeah, you doing good? Get you sleep last night?
Nope.
No sleep last night. No sleep for the hard-working sportscaster, right?
Can't sleep after games like this. Too much excitement.
Lots of excitement going on. Looked kind of rough in that first game. Came back big and strong in the second game. Got the momentum. Got the arms. Ready to go out there and win that game this afternoon at 5 o'clock at Howard Bo Warren Field, right?
Let's hope. I said, good baseball team we're playing. It's good baseball. So
yeah, well, they only lost 4 or 5 games the entire season. They got to be pretty decent. That starting pitcher yesterday for them in the 4:30 game must have been something else.
yeah, he did a good job. Kept us off balance. Pitched a 3-hitter. I said they got a good ball club. Yeah, it's good. Two good teams going at it. But like tell people all the time, when you get to Sweet 16, you don't play in bad baseball teams.
That's right.
I mean,
they're all good in Sweet 16. So. Best 16 teams in the division in the state.
Both know they're going to go. Both know they're going to Loganville. I said Loganville swept their series yesterday against Carrollton. So Loganville is a 1 seed. So they've already won that coin toss. So the winner of this series goes to Loganville beginning Wednesday. So it'd be nice to get a little rematch against Loganville. The fact that they beat us last year or 2 years ago for the state championship, and they won the state championship again last year. They're going for the three-peat this year. So it'd be nice to go to Loganville. We're there earlier this year for a ball game that we made that trip to Atlanta. Played those 3 games up there. Played one against Loganville. Beautiful ballpark. So it'll be fun if we can get there, but you got to get there first.
Okay. Wayne County and Thomas County Central this afternoon, 5 o'clock at Howard Bo Warren Field. Our coverage will begin at 4:30 right here on 105.5 FM around the world on our website, bigdogcountry.com, and on your smartphone. All you got to do is download our free app. Go to your favorite app store, type in Big Dog, WIFO, follow the instructions. The Big Dog logo will come up on your smartphone, and you can listen to all kind of special programming from Big Dog Country Radio, 105.5 FM, and Fox Sports Radio 1370 AM. But we need to get out there and pack the park. Great crowd yesterday.
Yeah, tremendous crowd. I said, Thomas County Central brought a lot of people. Unfortunately, again, they're having to stay out of town because the motel situation here in Wayne County is terrible. So
they're not staying here? They already know about it, or
they stayed in Waycross. They're in Waycross.
Oh, what I mean is, how could people from Thomasville know what the hotel situation is here?
They should call and get ready. We have that reputation. You don't want to stay in Wayne County. You want to stay out of town. It happens every year. Nobody comes to places stays in Wayne County. It's sad.
That is sad.
It is sad.
I was just wondering how the reputation of Wayne County hotels and motels get across state.
It's all across state, I promise you.
Okay.
They know.
I know you're talking to.
Ask Corky Sykes when he has the karate tournament. They can't have the karate tournament here anymore because they don't have the motel place. People have to go out of town, so they go to the island and have it.
I thought they kind of rectified that problem a few years back.
They addressed it. They can't get it resolved.
Can't get resolved? All right, well.
You don't want to sleep with the roaches.
We all sleep with the roaches, Bob. We just don't see them.
I don't sleep with the roaches.
Yeah, that's what you think.
That's what I know.
Yeah, that's what you think. Yes, sirree. But it's going to be a great game this afternoon. Winner takes all. The move is on to next week to Loganville, right?
Yeah, it starts Wednesday at Loganville.
Okay. Sounds good.
Teams, same old.
Same old. So they 2 years in a row, Loganville's won the state championship, huh?
They're going for the three-peat.
Yeah, they got a good baseball program there, don't they?
They do have a good baseball program. All about pitching. They always seem to have excellent pitching. So pitching takes you a long way. So.
Oh yeah, no doubt about that.
And it's going to be who has the better pitching today. I said a lot of pitcher issues yesterday. So, but Wayne County always feels good when they go to Game 3. They feel like they have an advantage because we have a lot of arms. So I'm sure we'll see good performance this afternoon. But again, hats off to those seniors that bounced back. Like I said, it's hard when you get back to the wall. You realize this could be your final game.
Could be your final game.
You go out there and bounce back. But what a performance by Gant Starling. That was the story of the game.
Gant Starling
tore his ACL football season, worked his way back after surgery, got cleared just a couple weeks ago to perform, and was able to come out there with bases loaded in the fifth, strike out the side in the fifth, strike out the side in the sixth, get the 1, 2, 3 out in the seventh. So it was just great to see all the hard work, all the rehab that he put himself through to be able to go out there and put on a performance like that. I told Smiley what scared me. He was so hyped up, bases loaded. I said, this first pitch might go over the backstop. I was scared to death. He was so excited to be out there on that mound.
Yeah.
But he did the job, struck out the side.
That's something else, striking it out like that and coming in there and doing what he did. And we had him on the Butch and Bob Show the other day, and what a comeback for that kid to come back there and basically save the game for Wayne County.
It's just at Wayne County fans' heart good to see him out there and to put on a show like that. That was just, it was just a great show.
Hats off to everyone involved, the entire team, the coaches, the booster club, the parents, everyone. And, of course, Gant Starling, just a great story there, coming back from the torn ACL, going through rehab, and now able to be in relief pitching, last week and now this week.
He struck out that first batter, and I saw that on deck batter look at the dugout and say, I got to go hit that. I ain't in that.
That ball's doing the Watusi up here at 90 miles an hour.
They had the radar gun on him. He hit about 91, 92 throughout the 3 innings. So, now you know why the Citadel gave him a baseball scholarship.
Right.
So they got to be happy that he's on his way there in the fall. But it was just a great scene last night. The crowd really got into it, and I was really happy for the kid.
All right. Remember, folks, you can always text in questions or comments to us on our regular business line, which is text-enabled at 912-427-3711. The text should pop up here on our computer screen. We just got one that says, stop being negative about all the hotels in Jesup.
Well,
So, Bob, stop being negative, okay?
I'm just being realistic. I'm telling you the facts. If you cover the meetings of the city, Hall, City Jesup commissioners have worked on it, the Wayne County commissioners worked on it. It's an issue.
Yeah. And of course, that, while we do have so many other teams that when they do come down and play Wayne County, they stay out in Waycross or Hinesville or Brunswick.
Right. Wayne County like to get that income. You host these
love
events.
The income here because they have to pay that hotel motel tax, and that goes right directly to the city, and that's a lot of money in the coffers right there.
Right. But name a team in the last 4 years that's come to play as the state of Wayne County. You can't name them.
I'm just surprised the reputation gets around the state like that. I really thought that it had been taken care of a few years ago. But, we'll stay off of that negative issue and move on to something else. Oh, why do you think about the field there at Sanford Stadium called Vince Dooley Field? Come on, Bob. Give us your honest Bulldog opinion from a person that was there when Dooley won the national championship. Actually, Herschel and Buck Ballou and the rest of the team won it, but Vince was there.
Like I said, I understand it, but I want it rubber stamped. Like I said, I was there. I tell the story all the time. We're one game away from the national championship. And
I know your story. We've heard it before, where you interview him and he's going to.
It's just a bad.
It's all about the money. That's the reason why he did it.
It just left a bad taste in my mouth.
Well, Bob, they all do that.
I didn't understand.
All the coaches do that. Executives do that.
So,
they play their card. If they figure they're in demand, they're going to go out there and act like they may go somewhere else. And so their current employer, who used to be, which was the University of Georgia, said, all right, we're going to up your ante. How many coaches do that all the time?
I understand, but not when they're getting ready to play for a national championship.
No, you wouldn't think that you'd go on an interview right before you fix the play.
You don't go play poker.
I agree with that 100%. You don't go on these interviews before the national championship game.
When he told me it was like his mother calling, I said, you tell your mother, wait till the national championship game's over, then you go talk to him.
That's right. And the thing about it is, Bob probably told that to him, even at 18 years old. Bob still would have that same type of attitude and honesty. Why don't you wait to have the national championship? What did he say? What did he say when you told him that?
I was just a naive 18-year-old.
I know. But you're talking to Vince Dooley.
But Firm and
You're
Bisher.
supposed to give him the respect he deserves.
Firm and Bisher, God bless him, tapped me on the shoulder and said, son, you don't understand what's going on here. I said, I don't have a clue. I said, I grew up thinking it was all about winning football games, national championships. Like I said, he had everything but a national championship. And it was all about getting that full athletic director position and money.
That's right. It's about the money, Bob. We always said that. It's always about follow the money trail. You follow the story.
And that's why Irk Russell left. That's why Irk Russell went to Georgia Southern, because they went to the president's house and knocked on the door and said, "Is Irk Russell getting the job?" And he said, "No, we're going to give it to Pat Dye." And Irk's sitting there watching TV going, "I'm hitting her."
What?
I'm sitting there 18 years thinking I'm getting the job.
Say what?
I'm going to give it to Pat Dye. I think I'll go to Georgia
His bald
Southern.
head turned red, didn't it?
He was not a happy camper, I'll tell you that. And what was amazing, nobody knew Dooley was gone. I mean, nobody. I mean, Irk Russell didn't even know he went to Auburn. They all felt betrayed, because you worked with a guy for 17 years, and Harmon Wages is running down the airport terminal with a microphone trying to get a comment, and Dooley's running away. And like I said, then they come back and have the big press conference, and he has to tell everybody.
Yeah, I guess from Athens to Auburn.
Harmon Wages worked at Channel 5, and he was the sports announcer at Channel 5, and he was the one that had the exclusive. He had him and Dooley were running down the airport runway, and trying to figure out why he's going to Auburn.
Yeah. About money. And
then he came back.
As usual.
Everything calmed down. And like I said, he told me, but I looked him in the eye and said, "Why would you go to Auburn? You're one game away from the national championship."
Yeah, at least do the interviews
and
after the game.
He said, "Well, son, Auburn's my alma mater, and that's like your mother picking up the phone and calling you and asking you to come. When your mother calls you, you go." And I said, "No, if it's your mother, you tell her wait till the national championship game's over and you win the national championship. Then you go." And I got a good laugh.
Yeah.
They got me in the doghouse.
Got you in the doghouse. You had to sneak over.
As soon as that was over, he called Claude Felton, the sports information director, and said, "Take care of this.
Take care of his press.
So Claude,
take away your press pass."
You're right. Well, he tried to. Claude called me the next day and said, "You need to come see me." So I came and he said,
Bob was getting in trouble even when he was 18.
He says, "I want you to go cover the game." He said, I'm not taking away your press credential." He said, "But do me a favor, just stay away from Coach Dooley during the week." He said, "Just try to stay away from him. Stay in the background. Just don't confront him. Don't ask no questions." I said, "Okay." So, like I said, got up to the press box, and like I said, I had number 34. The press credential was in the shape of a sugar bowl, and I knew we were going to win when I saw 34 there.
Yours was number 34.
I had Herschel Walker's number on my press credential, so I felt pretty good about it.
You felt pretty good? Yeah. Now, was Herschel a deciding factor in that game?
No doubt.
No doubt?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Herschel played well. I mean, we only completed one pass. I mean, that's my favorite. That's my favorite. That's my favorite.
Go Buckaloo!
Yeah.
Get that pass for us.
My favorite trivia question: how many passes did Buckaloo complete in the national championship game against Notre Dame? One. And it was like late in the game. It was like a 3rd and 7, and he threw a down and out to Lindsey Scott to get the first down, and they ran out the clock.
Yeah, well, it was Herschel Walker left, Herschel Walker right, Herschel up the middle.
Notre Dame helped us on that opening kickoff when they stood there and they stood and looked at each other, and we got the onside. It was like an onside kick.
We were a little more familiar playing inside of a dome than they were.
The sad thing is that Georgia had a chance to win 3 national championships. They played for it all 3. But,
I know.
The Pitt game's the one somebody was talking about the other day. Somebody was at McDonald's with a Dan Marino jersey, and we were all talking.
That's Pittsburgh. We should have that.
We were all there when Marino broke our heart on 4th and 25.
I was watching with a group of people, and we thought we had another championship, and you could have heard a pin drop in that house.
That's still one of Dooley's greatest lines, though, when he came to the Southeast Georgia Bulldog Club the next year. And he get up, and there's thousands of people there, and everybody's excited, getting ready for the season. He says, "Wait a minute." He says, "Before we even start," he says, "I know what you're going to ask me, and I already got the answer. Everybody, everywhere I go, wants to know if we had to do it over again on 4th and whatever against Dan Marino, would we blitz?" And he takes this long pause, and he says, "No, we would not blitz. We know what a blitz did. We do something different."
That's right. Not a lot of the coaches won't do that these days. They'll say, "Yeah, well, that was our plan. It just didn't work."
And everybody busted out laughing. I mean, I can still hear that ball hit that guy's chest. That was like a laser.
It was. I mean,
I walked out there. I walked out there and said, he's going to be a heck of a quarterback.
And he was
a heck of a quarterback.
Just couldn't get in the Super Bowl. That was so bad about it.
He played the first year. He went to the Super Bowl his first year, his rookie year, and never made it back.
Yeah.
So that's why when you get there, you got to take advantage.
You got to take advantage of it because you never know if you're going to get back or not.
Why the Patriots,
you're not like a Tom Brady.
That's why the Patriots fans are so great. They got Tom Brady.
Yeah.
They got 6.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to the text messages here. We get back to some stories here. It says, Bob is telling the truth. That's why Wayne County doesn't get any rec tournaments.
I'm telling you what I cover at the city meeting. 2 years ago, it's well documented. The city commissioners called the State Board of Health to come down and try to help us.
That was years ago.
That was about 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
And the Board of Health came down here and basically threw up their hands and says, there's nothing you can do. You can cite them, but you can't close them down.
Right.
And like I said, it's just a continual problem in Wayne County as far as hosting events because people.
And this is according to the people that you talk to, right?
And the trial house has helped out. I mean, that's a nice place.
Yeah, but you can only have like 5 rooms there. Yeah. There's people talking about opening up that old hotel in downtown Jesup that used to be there at the corner of Cherry and Broad Street. But still, that would be more of a specialty type of hotel, not a real big one. Someone just texted in. I had family come to town. I had family to come in from out of town, and they would not stay in the hotels here. I agree with you 100%. So we're not saying, Bob and I are not saying that ourselves. We haven't had personal experience with it. We're just telling you what other folks have told us and what Bob has covered at the city council meetings.
And the county commission meeting. I mean,
and the county commission meeting.
It's been an ongoing discussion. It's an ongoing problem. But like I said,
not our opinions. We're just relaying those of opinions of other folks.
Facts are the facts. No one that comes from out of town that plays us in these state playoff games the last 3 years stays in Wayne County.
Okay.
And they tell you why.
Okay.
So facts are facts.
Facts are facts. Okay, let's the art walk tonight in downtown Jesup is not going to happen because of possible rain. Is that correct?
I've got a note
the art maze. Art walk maze.
Art walk, I think it's called.
Yeah, it's called art walk. It was supposed to be kind of an art maze type thing with the kids painting and drawing and walking through a whole bunch of art and stuff like that in the alley there, right there next to Angels. But that has been canceled to another date because of possible rain.
It says, due to weather predictions of inclement weather, we have postponed the art walk. The artists have spent a considerable amount of time on the murals for this event, and we're committed to ensuring the safety of the artwork. The first Friday art walk is now set for Friday, June 7th from 5 to 8 p.m. So keep that in mind. If you're going there this afternoon, it's not going to be there. I'm not sure what the weather forecast is right now. It keeps changing.
It's 30% right now, but when you get to this time of the year, and especially when you get into the summer, you've always got that chance of pop-up afternoon and evening showers. That's just part of the forecast. But there is an event that's going to happen this weekend because it's indoors at the Wayne County High School Auditorium, the Mr. Wayne County competition, starting at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. At the high school auditorium.
I talked to somebody yesterday involved in that competition. They said the reserve seat section is pretty much sold out. So they've got general admission tickets for $20 today at the Boys and Girls Club, and all tickets tomorrow at the event will be $25.
Folks, you don't want to miss this. You're going to have.
I'm not sure about the $100 giveaway tickets. I'm not sure if they get any of those left or not, but they're going to give away $10,000 tomorrow night as well. Yeah,
the Boys and Girls Club has been selling over the last couple of months $100 tickets. And to raise $20,000, and half of that $10,000 will go to the winner. So buy the $100 ticket, share it with someone else, and we don't know if they have any of those left. You can contact the Boys and Girls Club here in Jesup and see if they still have any of those $100 tickets left. But they still got plenty of tickets available for the Wayne County Mr. Wayne County competition. Tomorrow night, Saturday night at 7 o'clock at the Wayne County High School Auditorium. Get your ticket today at the Boys and Girls Club. It's $20. If you wait until tomorrow to get it at the door, it'll be $25. And as you said, most of the reserve seats are sold. Might not be completely sold out, but folks, you do not want to miss this. You will be entertained. You'll love it.
It's always been successful in the past. Like I said, they do it every 2 years. It's a great event. If you want to see some family fun, some good entertainment, just come on out. It's interesting to see how these, what their talent is. They got to come up with the talent portion of the contest. It's always fun to watch as well.
All right, we had somebody else text in, Bob, about the hotels. You want to hear this?
Sure.
Now, we do want to let y'all folks know that these opinions that we're talking about here are not of our personal opinions, that of Jesup Broadcasting, staff, management, or advertisers. These are opinions from people that Bob has talked to, from city council meetings, county council meetings, and messages that we receive here at the radio station. These are from other folks. It says, another text came in. It says contractors. We get a lot of contractors that come in town for maintenance and work and construction, that kind of stuff. It says contractors don't use them due to theft being done during the day. They go to Hinesville. Known fact. This is what this person says now. I'm reading the text. It's known fact. Family came scared when they tried to stay. People trying to get in called front. Nothing done. Roaches, filth of rooms. Fact is fact. Need hotels by Walmart that are respectable, like Marriott, Hampton Inn, Fairfield. Major issue. Bob is telling it like it is, pure facts. Okay, so these are the opinions of folks who are texting in. I want to emphasize that it's the opinions of folks. It's an opinion show, so we're just talking about other people's opinions.
I'm just going on what has been reported in the past. It's an issue that has
the city council meeting, the county council meeting,
again,
the recreation directors.
I give kudos to the city commissioners. This is years ago. They did everything they could possibly do to address the issue. I mean, I think they went 6-7 meetings in a row where it was on the agenda, and again, they brought people down from the State Board of Health down to help and see if they could help rectify the situation. And at the end, it was basically throw up your hands. There's nothing we can do unless they take it upon themselves to improve the situation. The city and county's hands were tied. They couldn't. There's nothing you can do.
Well,
which became frustrating for the city and the county because, like I said, when you host these events, and like I said, when the rec department goes out and they bid for these tournaments. You'd love to see these tournaments, but in order to have tournaments, you have to have. It's like hosting the Olympics. You know how these cities host the Olympics. You got to have accommodations.
Right.
The same things with tournaments. You got to have accommodations. Well, apparently.
Well, people come around here to stay out of town. Right. Apparently.
I mean, so it's not a good situation.
Well, I know that when I was very active with the Chamber of Commerce years ago and past chairman of it, they were talking about a businessman in Douglas that took an old hotel situation over there, got some local investors, and did up a really nice hotel over there.
I even joked, the county talks about providing jobs. I joked, let's have the county build a motel and provide all the jobs and run it and be a county-owned hotel.
Bob, you may have an idea there.
I'm just telling you.
You may have an idea.
Provides jobs.
Yeah, it does. Oh, well, Bob, we're out of time. Once again, invite people to the game today.
Yeah, it's big game today. Again, game 3, 5 o'clock. Going to start the pregame at 4:30. Come on out and support the Yellow Jackets. Should be another good ball game. But again, if we get the win, we go on to the Elite 8 next week in Loganville.
Wayne County Varsity Baseball Playoff action. Third game of the game against the series against Thomas County Central. All right, take care. All right, the world-famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply in downtown Jesup, along with the Women's Health Center in downtown Jesup, by the Wolf Animal Hospital, who will be having a big event coming up soon because they got that new building going up, and, of course, by Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear.
The world-famous Butch and Bob Show.